Hello everybody, you got Mark coming to you tonight on the Garage Guy 879 channel. This is Saturday evening, February 4th, 2023. And this is an update on the unknown 12 gauge single shot. I uploaded the initial video a couple of weeks ago and I got some really good feedback and responses about this thing. Some people chimed in. I believe CW asked, could this be a Bay State? And Bay State made these things back in Massachusetts in the early 1900s. Had another one that said it looks like something that predated a Model 93 Savage. And then another one asked if it might be an Essex. To be honest with you, several come out and said it looked like it was made by J. Stevens Arms and Tool Company back in the early part of the 20th century, and that's what I'm leaning towards, J. Stevens Arms and Tool Manufacturing. Now, Boomstick 779, you know, the guy, he knows his stuff when it comes to firearms. And he said it's possible that this could be a Champion, which was made by Ivor Johnson. And there's no markings on this whatsoever. Like I said in the initial video, the only marking is right here on top of the back of the barrel. And it says patented August. And then it has 12, 19, 13 on it. Maybe 121913 is the patent number, I don't know. Or I got to thinking, well, 12/19/13, maybe it was December 12th or December 19th, 1913. But then if that was the case, why would it have August imprinted on there? So I don't know. This shotgun, I took it apart. Nothing under the forearm stock, nothing under the barrel here or inside the receiver. Nothing under the back butt plate on the shoulder stock. No markings whatsoever except this right here. Now also, I did notice on the other side, let's see, what did I do with that paper? Looks like somebody put some tally marks on it, and I know some people did that. I've seen some old firearms with them. Right in here, I don't think light's going to be picking that up right there or what. Seems to be little long scratch marks. Like I said, look like tally marks. Maybe that's how many deer somebody took with this thing, or maybe how many turkey. It was like somebody was keeping count, so I drew what it looks like here on this little piece of paper right there, just scratch marks on it. Like I said, maybe somebody was just keeping count. But back to Boomstick and what he said, Ivor Johnson made this Champion version of a single shot with no markings on it whatsoever. And then if someone like, let's see, a chain of hardware stores or department stores called up the company and said, hey, can you send us like maybe 500 units, you know, with so-and-so hardware store and print it here on the side of the receiver, or Oklahoma Tire Company, maybe like they did with the Marlin Model 60s. And yeah, that was a common practice back in those days. And I researched it, and well, I really couldn't find a whole lot on the Champion versions of the Ivor Johnson models. But from looking at pictures and everything, yeah, I'm leaning towards J. Stevens Arms and Tool Manufacturing Company. Now, I've said this right here, the breakdown lever resembled a later Stevens models. But this model breakdown lever right here was pretty common back in those days. And so was this, the design and shape of the trigger guard right here. That was pretty common also. Who knows, these companies might have swap parts or something. Maybe one company was short on some things, and they went ahead and bought the parts off another company. It's hard to tell. You know, I don't really know how they did business back in them days. But one thing's for sure, I don't have any idea who made this. Like I said, I'm leaning towards J. Stevens, but nothing conclusive. So I guess this is going to keep on going as an unknown 12-gauge single shot, you know. And I will continue to research this on and off. I spent a good bit of time working on it the past couple of weeks. I want to thank Josh Tilson for letting me borrow this for these videos. Josh has no plans on shooting it. It's going to be hanging on a mantle over his fireplace, and this is a nice model right here to do that with. You know, it's nice. I think it's just classic, especially with this long 30.5-inch barrel. Josh is really going to enjoy it. He likes some good firearms. All right. Well, I thought I'd let y'all know about this. This is a quick update, and probably the last one I do on this, unless I run across something more concrete to point me in a direction of what model and what manufacturer made this. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.